Was more boring than you expected? Well, you know, we're only on the second trial. They gotta save some stuff for the third and fourth trials. You know, make sure that Morganach is set up perfectly to be the villain. And you know, who knows? Maybe that's a red herring, and maybe these emotions turn into the villain. We gotta fight emotion.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
Thank you for your very short answer. / sarcasm.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Give you plenty of time to make grave mistakes yourself before you know the whole story that is supposed to teach you. At this point, you can be like, hey, Sebastian, I can cure your sister. Not wrong. Happy Christmas, Ron. Happy Christmas, Harry.
Revelio.
That must be a challenge. But even if it is a challenge, for like at least 14 or 10 more main story quests. I've got a long way to go. Especially if I keep getting distracted by side quest stuff. I need to find that Slytherin.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Assignment's all finished.
Assignment's all finished.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Bombarda.
Aloha Mora.
Is the burb free? A burb. There's 20 streams. Let's hope not.
Revelio.
Stealing from your fellow housemates? Everyone in Slytherin is a sucker foo. Haven't you noticed that by now?
I suppose I'm not allowed up there. I can't go up there.
Can't jump on stairs. Can't jump, period, actually.
I think I'll go for a quick sprint on my broom.
My sister organised Quidditch practice all summer to prepare for this year.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to include it.
Revelio.
Sebastian took that dueling loss rather gamely.
Yo, we're still talking about Sebastian's dueling loss? That happened like 8 months ago. Yoke. Those paintings remind you a bit of those AI animated videos that have been cropping up. I have not seen those.
Revelio.
I have no idea what you're referencing. I should probably check in on my quests, figure out what's going on. Meet with Poppy. Definitely gonna learn Bombarda. And we'll help out Deke as well. Oh, apparently I could just go learn Bombarda. I guess I have to like capture a certain number of beasts. Makes the most sense to me. Side quest? Ooh, Summoner's Court 3. I have to remind myself about that. Beating a curse. I think I'm gonna learn any curses from that. I will go ahead and bust up somebody in Summoner's Court. Everybody know who the boss around is here. Fucker. Bet even modern day wizards use smartphones over those letters. That's funny. You know, I was talking to somebody not that long ago about Harry Potter and how, you know, like the entire Harry Potter universe is built on like a false foundation because all of these wizards are too busy using like all these crazy spells to, you know, do all these crazy things. And, you know, when they come across an enemy or whatever, you know, they're trying to counter their spells and all other junk. When the solution to solve that problem is to have a gun and shoot the wizard. I was like, you know, what can a wizard do against a gun? 4 out of 11.
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of.
Well. Oh. Interesting. Ah.
You didn't see that.
That's kind of risky. But I could use that one instead.
Accio.
Buckles.
Accio.
Bully this.
Accio.
I give her more points.
Accio.
As per usual, I have one.
Well, it appears I've been bested.
You got absolutely destroyed, lady. Finally someone who's better at this video game.
Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
She's being nice, and I think she's always been nice. She's one of the rare nice Slytherin people, so I think I can be nice back.
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play rather well, didn't I?
No.
Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
Bombarda. I don't know what all these animals have to do with Bombarda, but, you know, we will find out.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Have you now? What is this new side quest that's here? Oh, at the top.
I take it you're ready to
I completed your assignment, Professor.
I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Is this something we should be learning in school?
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use, Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Wrong button. Bombarda. Deals heavy damage on impact accompanied by an explosion that can destroy obstacles and hit surrounding enemies.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Kind of close range. Oh, never mind.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Bombarda!
Pumpkins never stood a chance. I have the power. Ready? Go meet with Sebastian. And then we can go meet with Deke, presumably. You're annoyed how he always only does circles when learning a spell. Well, I haven't even been paying attention to that. I'm paying attention to the little thing that I have to direct along the lines and press the buttons.
Revelio.
Hey y'all, guess what spell I learned?
Bombarda.
Bombarda.
Revelio.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I regret using Crucio. What?
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
This is how friendships break up. Y'all just don't talk to each other.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
I'll think about it. You're not so much. You're kind of a jerk. You're a little bit of a. I was gonna say typical Slytherin, but not really actually a typical Slytherin. Really, the only typical Slytherin we know is Malfoy and his goons. He's not a typical Slytherin, but he is a jerk. You should work on being less of a jerk, Ominous. Your name is pretty cool, so, you know, cutting you a lot of slack because of that. Don't read books in rooms. Never trust lamps. Yeah, I was wondering about that myself. I was like, well, okay, what does this have to do with... Hi, Sebastian. What does this have to do with, like, dark magic? You know? They were just reading some books and something bad happened to their lamp. I think I see a face in... Okay. Now we need... Still need to go body her. What is it? Full of the Dead. Do I have room in my animal inventory? I do. Go to the room of requirement. that book that I bought however long ago. I still haven't read it, by the way.
When you have a moment, please come and talk to Deke.
Nothing to identify. For now, at least.
You start growing some other plants.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
I don't know, Deke. Sounds a lot of work. Can't I just carry on rescuing beasts?
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deke.
Sucks. Oh man. Yesterday I looked at the time and realized it was only Tuesday. This week is going slow.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
1,000.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the thestrals.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Hogwarts. Secret room. I bought 2 things, right? Right? Oh, yeah.
Most excellent.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Pretty cool. Womp.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
Or I could go to the beach and breed the Thestrals here. Would open this and let everybody have some fun, but last time I did that, y'all wanted to go do a bunch of things. Oh my gosh. Gargantuan. Excuse me. Excuse me. At least one space must be available in the vivarium.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
I guess I will be using the swamp. Get it out of the way. Play. And we have everybody. I have 3 Astral. I only see 2. There are 3 Thestrals. Where are you? We're hiding over there. Ready? Supposed to breed. Oh. $30 Y'all couldn't speed this up for the quest? Come on, y'all. This vivarium is so ugly. Can I change the ambiance in this one? We have 30 minutes to burn. Now what other quests we can do? I'll put Imelda Reyes in her place. Do that. Show her who the real flying master is. May not be me, but you know, it's definitely not her. I think she's Ravenclaw. You better hope she's not Gryffindor. That's all we gotta say.
Here we are.
I miss playing
Mr.
gobstones
Weeks
on the
wasn't wrong
kitchen
about the
floor with my
mountain
cousins.
views.
If it isn't the second best Slytherin.
You are Slytherin.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
So, what? You finally scared everyone else away?
Oh, I have plenty of challengers. They're just not very good. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. And do I care? No. I say I'm the best, and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I forgot how to
I'd
fly.
say that was acceptable.
Having the right stick be the move camera button and the move up and down button or device, that doesn't work for me.
Oh! Made it! Brilliant. Ha! Good. I've got this.
Oh.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of our house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Her thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with merpeople. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
What are you up to now?
Toadstool Tales always made me wretch as a child.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
See, the pleasure is all his. Nice callback to a great clip. The olden days.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Keeping things from Gran, are we?
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Thank you for your
He was
trust.
certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Revelio.
It's the natural
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Do you like to look around as well? Or just sitting around doing nothing? Okay.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, you didn't do anything. That was pretty interesting.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
It's been ages.
Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
I'm just using this as the initial entrance.
That must be a trick. Come out before I find you.
Call out for me all you want. I will be off spending my spoils in Hogsmeade. Ha ha!
Revelio.
I've heard centaurs quieter than you. Get over here, you insolent child! Get back here or I'll have you stewed like a lamb!
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
I'm so sneaky. giga tent, right? Like the last one.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's it. Revelio.
That is the word.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
Anybody want to bet that we're gonna have to fight some dragons?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't gonna get us what we want. I say, if every...
Why is a grapple on you? Someone's here.
Protego! Stupid one! Defender!
One foot in front of the next and
Revelio.
Ask me.
Myself doing this sort of thing forever.
Archer sure is good at hiding, like half his body. Yeah. That is how hiding works, after all.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Protect the
Revelio.
dragon.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Can we move faster, please? Hello?
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Like nom.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact.
Petrificus Totalis.
mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Oh, there's dragons over there, too.
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination. They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a knobtail.
Don't think you'll get it out of here.
Protego! Stupid!
I won't rest.
Let me out, son. See how you like this?
Rather up.
Like to torture dragons, do you?
Defender! Expelliarmus!
You may want
Confringo!
back for more. Not so bright.
Don't think you'll get it out of here.
Defender!
Never liked vegetables.
Expelliarmus!
Hey, that's mine!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
You made a mistake. I'll check your pockets after you're dead. Back in the ground with you.
Bombarda!
Back in the ground.
Protego! Stupid!
Annoying little weed.
Stupefy! Little confringo!
I won't stop right there. Why?
Stupid!
Out. I'm gonna
enjoy this.
Glacius!
Stupefy to the coward.
Confringo!
I've never been one.
Stupefy! Protego!
I've never been one.
Let me out, son. So close.
What have you done? Shall we finish what we started?
Bombarda!
I won't rest. Stop it.
Let me out, son. Right for a moment. You are watching. Let me out, son.
Confringo!
No!
Expelliarmus!
I will make you pay.
Barely felt anything at all.
Defender!
Expelliarmus!
Fringo! Plants. Very well.
Confringo!
Never did care much for vegetables.
Expelliarmus!
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Accio! This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Boom helps the dragon out.
Incendio! This way!
We still have a broom, by the way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now?
She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
The dragon. I need to mark. Save and mark.